What's up, gamers? If you don't work on the big projects, you'll never have any big projects made, you know? Which sounds like a really stupid thing to say, but I kind of said this thing during a live stream. Shout out my Twitch. I'm always shouting out my Twitch for some reason. I guess it's not really for some reason. It's like, it's really cool and awesome, you know? That's the reason. But yes, this right here, this little sketchbook, and I guess doing bigger stuff, maybe not bigger stuff, but just not like literally a shit post every week on this channel is a New Year's resolution. I don't know. I kind of just have been wanting to do it. And you know, New Year's resolutions get a lot of flack for being kind of stupid and lame, and they don't actually work or whatever. But hang on, I'm doing something. Oops. Completely fucked that up. But a new year truly is, it's a really good, like, resetting point or whatever. Shit. I just realized this sucks, right? Yeah. So, I'm drawing Ash Nico because I was listening to my favorite song off her newest album, Liquid, and hang on. Oh wait, I'm a genius. And there was a funny little there's a lyric that I love where she's grabbing on his keys and she's like confused sort of. You know, she's like grabbing on his keys and it's just a funny little subversion of expectations, if you will. And so here I am drawing Ash Nico. For some reason I decided to start with the leg or right leg. You know, but yeah, when I heard that lyric, I was like, oh, I thought of this stupid little visual that I could do, and so that is in fact what I'm doing. Shit, I don't know how anything is shaped whatsoever. Oh, I forgot that. Yeah, I got to her foot and I was like, oh, I need to draw a heel because that would make more sense and would probably be funnier than if I just gave her regular old shoes. But I'm like, I'm going through the references here and I'm realizing that I need more than just like 2 pictures. Where's this girl's shoes, you know? Why didn't I just like go to her Instagram or something? Oh, wait. Okay, this is a banger. Okay, yes. Let me remind myself how heels are shaped. Oh, I was drawing her in like platforms. I'm just realizing, which is fine somewhat. Oh, there's a cat here. Come hither. Hey, let's freaking go. Okay. She's podcasting? Oh. Okay. Okay, so that's actually kind of problematic. Maybe stay here and podcast with me? Okay, that's kind of problematic. Dude, yes, let's freaking go. What is happening here? Okay, this was really bad, but it's actually not that much of a problem. Okay, so heels and platforms and things like that. I guess I don't doubt Ash Nico has worn a platform shoe in the past, so I don't know why I'm going to erase everything here. But yes, let's single heel, and then this guy comes down. Nope, this is not how this is not how feet are shaped. However, this is now how Ash Nico's feet are shaped. Oh wait, okay. She's gonna have some long ass feet, okay? Sorry, Ash Nico, that's just how I've decided to draw your feet. Oh my god, dude, what? Oh, I guess that's kind of... Hang on. We're doing it, gamers? Oh, let me, like, talk toward the microphone slightly. Oh, yeah, we're a completely new angle. Maybe not completely new, but I was like... I set it up there, and I was like, oh, it snowed. The lighting coming through the windows is kind of immaculate. I kind of am in love with this. And so I... Hang on. Moving on to the second leg here. Really, interesting, I suppose. Let's see, do I know her knees are shaped and things like that? Maybe. Who even knows, honestly? Better draw her weird long-ass feet and whatnot. So this is actually not going to turn out at all how I thought it would, or how I mayhaps planned it slightly. Shit, I've once again not found any sort of good kind of reference here. And I need to like speak about things, but yes, I have been thinking that I definitely need to do some stuff in things, you know? Shit, I've done it all wrong. Oh, wait. Unless, shit, this is a whole ass video, dude. Unless, yeah, I don't know what's going on, gamers. Shit. Yeah, I need to be working on stuff. I came up with the concept for this drawing quite a while ago, and I've been wanting to draw it, but I simply haven't gotten to it, I guess. And stuff and things. Fuck, what am I doing? I don't know. Oh shit, I accidentally did something insane and perfect. Oops, it looks... Okay, never mind. I accidentally gave Ash Nico a wiener, but who knows? She might appreciate that, you know? This is really amounting to be absolutely nothing, but I don't know. And this time there's actually a little teeny tiny bit of stakes here because my phone is kind of running out of space. I mean, not really, but this can't really go longer than like 45 minutes or something because then, we gotta give her the skinniest little waist, dude. But yeah, I'm running out of space on my phone. Camera's gonna turn off if I go longer than 40 minutes, which means I should probably talk about at least one thing. At least one thing, I feel like. What does a fist look like? Hang on, this is reference? Look at me being an artist. Okay, this makes sense. Wait, doesn't it? Yeah, this makes sense. I looked up what keys look like, you know? You know what I mean, gamers? Oops, I need to draw the finger here. Yeah, I need to, draw all the fingers. Okay. Fascinating. I know what a key looks like, not necessarily, but that's fine. This could be a janky little drawing, what do people have on their key rings? Keys? Maybe like a lanyard? Yeah, let's do a lanyard. That would be cool. Ooh, this is sick nasty, bro. Okay. I don't know. The way I pictured this in my head was a lot more cartoony than this. Fuck. Well, hang on. This is cool as well. I don't know because I imagine it a lot more like perhaps a bit of a chibi style, if you will. And even when I imagine it, I'm like, wait, I don't think I really know how to do that. Like, the picture I have in my head is cool, it's funny, it's awesome. It's just not necessarily within my skill range or my style or whatever. Fuck this part up because I realized this hand is supposed to be normal. Gamers, I'm afraid. I'm hearing sounds and things. Currently drawing the hair. Oops, maybe I made it massive. Low key, that's probably fine. This is what her hair looks like, but I need to make sure. We've only been going for 16 minutes actually. But I mean, actually, I haven't said a single thing. Oh, right. Facial expression. Correct. That's an eyebrow because I did it too high. Gotta give her massive eyelashes, as one does. Little teeny tiny nose. I need to shut up. Hang on. I need to get in the mindset, bro. Mind free. But yes, big, massive projects because I've had this idea for this stupid little drawing for a long time, and also I've had many other ideas for lore or podcast episodes, I guess, but it's Wednesday and I can't exactly film a two-parter of me drawing a bunch of stuff and then whatever. I should have made this way bigger than I did. Like, what is wrong with me? That's probably one of my biggest problems with drawing. Like, maybe you can even see this on camera. Look at this big-ass sketchbook that I have. It's very nice. It's very cool. And I decided to take up this little teeny tiny amount of space. Who knows? Maybe I'll entirely redraw this after the fact. But for now, this is what we're working with. This is what we're doing. Okie dokie. And then yoink and yoink. I guess it is a problem, but I'm weirdly good at putting details that are insanely small. And sometimes I'm like, how can you even tell what's going on there? Like, I'll do the teeniest, tiniest little motion with the pencil, and you're like, oh, there's like a little bit of detail, and it's microscopic. Like, how did I do that? So yes, 2026 is our year, gamers. And I've been saying gamers so often now, and like calling people gamer, and I don't even know why. It's weird. But yeah, I need to be doing stuff. I need to actually go through with all these plans and stuff and things because I keep waiting to, I don't know, for like a break or something. I'm like, oh, once I finish these things, I'll start working on this other stuff. And then I realized I just need to work on more stuff more often. I say at 11:50 a.m. because I spent all night awake like an idiot, just like watching YouTube and doing nothing. So that's interesting. And I was gonna be listening to music while I did this, but then I don't know if I really want to do that. Okay, so how do humans work necessarily? This makes sense. Wait, do I know how humans work? No, probably not. This is really not what I wanted it to be. It's kind of horrifying what I've created here, to be perfectly honest with you. Like, truly, it is something to behold. Let's just make this black, because why not? Or not black, but just like a different color. This sucks so bad, dude. If I drew it bigger, this would be sick as hell. But I didn't draw it bigger. I'm fully gonna redraw this, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna probably redraw this. I'll finish up a couple of little things here in there, but I think this is bad. It needs to be bigger. It needs to be cool. So I may redraw this. I may just rethink a couple things, but that gives me so much time to yap and say 50,000 more times. Like, goddamn. I've said more than I've said things of substance in this episode. Maybe even just sentences, to be perfectly honest. That's kind of just how things go, though, I suppose. So let us yap about something. I don't know how without fail, every single time I'm like, oh, I don't need to write too many things down for notes. I'll just yap, which works. It kind of works, especially for like streaming and stuff, but we really are just here, not saying a single thing. 24 minutes in, okay. That's probably 5 minutes of absolute immaculate yapping we can get in here, okay? Probably more because there's so many pauses and things that I have to cut out right now, but the camera's going to turn off and it's going to take a while actually. But so I'm really not a hypocrite. That's not the word I was thinking of. And I also need to move because I can feel ever so slightly the position I was just in and kind of still am in. I could feel a little bit of stuff going on in my lower back, and I'm like, oh, this is actually going to be excruciating if I stay here too long. So let's not do that, maybe. I'll hold the mic. Didn't mean to say that while I was like gripping it aggressively, you know? That the audio's not gonna sound nice. I was over there like, hey, I'm gonna hold the mic for a second real quick. Snow's probably going away. There's like a grate thing over there. I can see droplets on it, about to like fall down and whatnot. I don't know if all the snow melted. Looks like there's some snow over there, but there wasn't much snow to begin with. I know there was a storm that went through the US. It's still happening, question mark. But I think I briefly heard about it, and what? I briefly heard about it, and I've been seeing people posting about it, and everyone's in the snow and whatnot. And I'm like, bro, where is that? Is that only like, I was gonna say on the East Coast, but probably, no, never mind. Maybe, probably. And I'm not really on the East Coast, but I'm like, it used to snow where I live, you know? Growing up, there used to be snow, but then climate change and whatnot, I guess, I don't know. I don't remember well, I was gonna say I don't remember the last time we got a really good snow, and then I remember when I first moved here, it actually snowed pretty good, and it like felt like winter, and there were lots of like Christmas vibes around Christmas, and it was super, super cool, super cozy, you know? Wearing very, very big jackets, not big jackets, but wearing a big old hoodie and Converse, unfortunately, because I didn't have any like boots or anything at the time. So I wore my limited edition Converse, you know, look at me. And in that weather, Converse are like essentially fancied socks. It's really unfortunate. I've spent the majority of that time that I was talking about I had left yapping about nothing, but I think that's kind of all right, kind of fine. But I was like, maybe we'll get philosophical and say something cool and interesting. And then I'm like, oh wait, that actually only happens during live streams where I'm yapping for many, many hours on end. But I've been feeling super articulate and super good at speaking over on there. So I figured I could come on here and just say stuff, and it would work out. It would be awesome. Even though I'm kind of saying some of the longest sentences and full thoughts that I have, I was going to say in a while, but I think just in the history of this podcast, you know? And then I ended it with, would you look at that? That's awesome. And I guess that makes sense because I've only been doing it a year. I've only been doing content creation in general for like 3 years. So it's taken a while to become acquainted with doing stuff. And I'm looking at the camera right now and it doesn't feel weird. How obscure. I'm usually super awkward. I'm it's all the barriers are coming down, gamers. And I think that's why I've been getting the general feeling that I'm not becoming a content creator anymore. I just have to be a content creator because I know how to edit the videos, and I know how to make stupid visuals. I know how to do all these different things. Granted, there's like an infinite amount of things I don't know how to do. It's insane, which I guess you can say about anything. So I just mean comparatively, I was gonna say a beginner, but maybe I'm actually just talking about becoming an intermediate at something. I never even thought of that, because I'm an idiot. And so yeah, I'm an intermediate content creator now. Don't look at the views or the subscribers at this point in time because those aren't reflective of my skill level, okay, gamers? And I'm doing that shit intentionally. And if I do what I've been talking about and I just exist as a content creator and I'm consistent and good at doing stuff, then mayhaps this year, like middle to late 2026, I will make a video essay that I've been talking about for a long time. Probably wrote that shit. It could have been like 2 years ago at this point. I don't even know. But yeah, pretty insane. I have my Google Doc open for some reason. No, never mind. It makes sense. But it's been 31 minutes. So the camera might shut off near the end of this. But that's perfectly fine by me. I'll just put up an image of this horrible drawing I've made, And then at the very end, you'll see the one that existed in my brain. Maybe. Or a closer one, I guess. One that reflects the image in my brain hole. Also, 31 minutes, I don't know if I paused that much, so I should just wrap things up by saying stuff I've been saying for a while, which is kind of annoying. I don't think I've said anything new this time, but I think that's fine. I'm streaming all the time. I'm going to be doing this weekly. Hopefully this year, actually, because last year there was only like 27 videos that I uploaded when there should have been 52 because that's how many weeks are in a year. So I only did like literally exactly half if it was 26. I only did half the freaking weeks. But yeah, I'm going to try to be unapologetic about doing the actual shitposty stuff, even though I am sitting here also trying to do the bigger stuff because that's kind of what I've been talking about. I guess that's like my refined New Year's resolutions, even though it's the end of January. I feel like I said that slightly strange. Like, is this even gonna come out in January? January? I don't know. I'm saying stuff weird. Sometimes I like kind of have an accent slightly. I think that's just how I speak. I think everyone has an accent. That's kind of how accents work, right? I'm turning my headphones off because, well, I shouldn't be turning them off. Whoa. it's always so strange to turn these off because the sound canceling is so good that you turn them off and it just like everything starts happening, you know? There's like a low humming sound. It's all sorts of shit going on. And yeah, this is gonna be the last episode of January. I guess there would have only been 4 episodes in January because that month isn't even a word anymore. I've said it like 7 times. What is this? There's something on my blanket here. It's like a piece of cardboard or something. Yes, that's my refined goal, I suppose, is to do the boring stuff, do the stuff I've been doing as a consistency, and then do everything else on top of that because I want to do that, and that's kind of been the point. And I've been accidentally postponing all the big stuff, all the cool stuff, because I'm like, oh, I need to finish this video. I don't know. I've just been saying I need to do it later. I'll do it later, but I'm not even saying I'll do it like when I'm ready to do it or when I'm better at certain stuff. I'm not practicing to get better at certain things. I'm just not doing it. I think I've been waiting until I feel like doing the bigger stuff, kind of, which is how you get me not making a designated lore video since October. I was gonna say November, and then I realized I think near the end of October I was like, oh, I need to do this. Or I think near the end of October I was like, oh, I'm going to make a lore thing, and I briefly mentioned it, and then I started thinking of what it would be, and then I was kind of postponing it then. And then November was sort of ending, and I was like, oh, extended spooky month, I'll do it for the end of that because I wasn't able to do that much stuff. And I've had all these ideas to do, like Pride Month. Pride Month videos are interesting on this channel, or on the gaming channel, I guess, because I keep calling it that. I'm gonna turn it into a variety channel like this year, hopefully. Yes, the main channel, I guess. That would make more sense because even for people in the future, you know, the main one. Shit, what was I just saying? Oh, Pride Month stuff. It's interesting because the first like 2 years, the Pride Month videos were not during Pride Month because it took me so long to edit them and to stop procrastinating and do stuff. This year we had 1 Pride Month video, I think. Maybe 2. That would be crazy, right? I think maybe 1. And then this year I was like, I wanted to be serious about extended spooky month this year because I've had that idea since the dawn of time. And I maybe even mentioned it in the early days. I don't even know. I think I did. I think I must have been like, oh, I've been wanting to, or I don't even remember. I might have mentioned it. Who knows? Yeah, extended spooky month this year. I wanted to be serious about it. And then I didn't because I was like, I need to think of cool stuff to do. And that's like a big thing to do. It feels like this big mountain. And so I kind of just don't even do it. Feels like an occasion. And so it feels like I need to do a ton of preparation to do it. And so I'm like, oh, I'm not ready to do that preparation necessarily. But I need to stop thinking of all these different things as these like massive big occasions and just sort of even just do it jankily. Jankily isn't a word, but you maybe get what I mean. Do it in a janky way, which is kind of reflective of this channel. Oh my God. This is insane. I'm like coming to realizations here. I'm putting all the pieces together. It's all connected. I'm all lazy in the exact same way in every single aspect of my life. And it's been that way for probably like 5 or 6 years, which is kind of insane. Maybe just my entire life. That's like been the crux of my life, and I can't seem to get it through my head that these are all the same problem, actually. So I need to just do things, okay? And I kind of, low-key, this is inspired by Katie B. Shout out Katie B, because she definitely needs my shout out. But yeah, she's doing all these different streams that are like kind of big, kind of insane. And I'm subscribed to her YouTube, and I just get these notifications of VODs all the time. And it's insane how quick the VODs go up on that channel. Like, what? It's crazy. Like, you'll be watching a Katie B stream live, and then get a notification of something that happened, like, not even that long ago, like a few hours ago. It's like, what is even happening here? So it's kind of crazy. And, you know, she like made a song with Riley, and she freaking, I don't know, what else did she do? The Butch Lorette? Is that what it's called? I don't know, but she's doing all these different like events, and it's just sort of, I guess there could be like a ton of planning behind the scenes, and maybe probably she's just a harder worker than me. I guess most people are harder workers than me, but shout out Katie B for the inspiration. I keep seeing all sorts of stuff going on over there. My phone, the camera is definitely turned off at this point, and it's been 40 minutes. This is going to be crazy to edit. I hate myself. So yeah, I need to edit this because it's going to need to go out in a couple days. So farewell. And this channel is super cool to edit. I really like editing it because it's so mindless that I can just do it. It doesn't feel as much of a task. It's like editing this podcast is basically just listening to music, like kind of fidgeting almost, because I'm listening to music, I crank it super loud, and then I'm just editing to the audio waveform. And it's like, it's such a rhythm, it's such a pattern, it's so awesome to do. It's like an algorithm, you know? And leave a comment, I suppose.